I put makeup on just for this date, so it better go well. And I'm not posting this, probably, if it doesn't.
2 seconds later.
It did not go well. Truthfully, it lasted less than 2 minutes. I walked up, he gave me a hug and said, "Are you hungry? Let's go inside." We went inside. He said, "Actually, can you step outside for a minute?" I stepped back outside, and he said, "I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just not feeling it." So I walked to my car, came back home. Dating when you're fat sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. If you have recovered emotionally already from the intro, let's move along with our video. Me personally, guys, I was never upset because, oh, it's so hard dating as a fat woman. Well, lose some weight then, you know, and that will solve all your problems. We men, we can be jacked, tall, handsome, rich, and still get zero attention. So I'm not gonna shed any tears over it. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our first TikTok. And for our article story, we have what a 40-year-old woman has learned throughout her dating. Yes, it is the stupidest thing you'll ever see. So let's get started.
Single ladies, I've got a question. Where are the eligible bachelors? In the last 2 weeks, I've been to America. I've been to Manchester for a weekend. Also went to my first run club with a couple of hundred people. Not one single person. Not one. Did I see any footies? Not one. Not one. So, asking for me, where the fuck do you find them?
Wow, guys, this woman has been on 1 week, maybe 2 weeks without the constant attention from dozens of men, starting to speak like them. How is it possible, guys? Will she survive? I don't know. I should check on her TikTok a few days from now. 2 weeks without male attention. Wow. Incredible, eh? They start to lose that attention that they get when they're younger as they age like milk. And they go into depression, guys. They cannot handle it. They cannot live with all the attention and validation. Meanwhile, we men are out here getting zero attention for decades at a time, not even whining about it. But anyway. I hope she survives. Let's move on to another one, guys. Let's see what this sister has to say.
I was at the bar waiting to order, and the girl next to me goes, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just freaking out. I just realized one of my ops is here." And I said, "Oh my god, spill, why are they an op?" And she said, "Well, we've been talking on Hinge, and he just asked me out, but I haven't responded yet." And I said, "How does that make him an op?" And she said, "Well, I don't know, like, because we might date." And I said, "Wait, I'm confused. It sounds like you kind of like him." And she said, "Yeah, exactly. He's a romantic option." And I was like, "Wait, so you were saying op as an option, like romantic option?" And she said, "Well, yeah." What?
No, don't worry, sister. I don't get it either. I don't get how these women have the audacity to be constantly switching between 5 options, even when they have a boyfriend, even when they have a husband. It's truly disgusting, gentlemen. And you will be surprised at the amount of women that do this, alright? Now, I hear you say, "Oh, Hidan, I'm an old dog. Nothing can surprise me anymore." Guys, I'm a 4,000-year-old dog, and this still surprises me, right? There are some women that don't look like it. There are some women that you will bet your behind that are not going to have any options, that are not going to be considering other people all the time. Again, you will be surprised. Not all women, but in fact, most of them always have a plan B, always have one option. They are always with one foot out the door. Let me frame it that way. So do you really want to get married and put your savings on the line, put your resources on the line, your sanity? Not a great plan. But gentlemen, just before the most stupid article story in existence. Let's check probably the most stupid TikTok in existence. Let's have a listen.
So it's no secret, dating in London is the absolute trenches. Trenches. It's the deep depths of hell, basically. And I truly believe it's because of the whole shoot your shot culture. Now, it's one thing being confident and going after what you want. I really respect that. You know what? Do it if you want to. But I think after what I have to say, you might change your mind. I just spent the last 10 minutes going through my little brother's Instagram DMs and seeing all the women sending him, "You're so handsome, please date me." And bear in mind, my little brother's not famous. He's not famous. So for him to have this kind of female attention is, as like an average man, is very concerning. And it's
Yeah, I'm sure that an average man that is not even famous has all these dozens of women texting him all the time. Yeah, sure. Sure, we live in the same reality. In yesterday's video, guys, I posted, it was so funny, because I posted something about a woman saying how she went on a date with a 6 and he wasn't all that great. And you guys picked up on it, something I didn't, and you said if he was a 6, she wouldn't be on a date with him, which is absolutely correct. So congratulations, guys, nobody's fooling you. This woman isn't either. You meaning to tell me that an average guy that is not even famous is getting all this female attention? Suck my pants is what I tell you, you witch. That's just not the case, not on this planet.
concerning because it's breeding a type of man that wants to be chased. So that means when we're like, why is no one messaging us? Why is no one taking the initiative? Why is no one doing da 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 da? It's because there's about 50 other women begging at their feet, trying to get taken out by them. That's why. That's why. So honestly, we need to stop. We need to reclaim our power. We need to stop chasing men. We need to give them a moment to appreciate what we've got to offer. Okay? So stop, please, for the love of God and the love of all the other women, stop hyping up men. They don't need it.
Oh, well, you see, guys, that's how it works. Apparently, all the average guys are getting dozens upon dozens, hundreds of women. Please, daddy, impregnate me. Please, marry me. I'll give you anything. All these average guys, you know. And this is why all the hot women are getting no attention at all. They don't have 50 guys piled up on their DMs. They don't receive attention even when they go out to throw the garbage. They don't have like 5 male colleagues hitting on them. All this isn't the case because men have grown accustomed to this tsunami of women just flooding them, you know, just, oh, please show me attention. Yes, that is absolutely the case. You cannot pay me. I cannot do it. You can put a gun to my head. I cannot have a more opposite to reality opinion. It's impossible, guys. Challenge impossible. This has to be the dumbest woman I've ever seen. But anyway, that being said, guys, let's move on to our article story because we have more crap coming our way. Some rules of online dating based on my experience, 38 female, because that's the type of people you want to be getting advice about dating, right? I am a 38 female woman who, until recently, had been single for a long time. Although I had a number of situationships, so really, in this time, I wanted a committed relationship. No, you don't say. Just like all the other women your age, just like 99% of women your age, you've been through situationships, but now you've grown, now you know what you want, which is a retirement plan, of course. So I started using the apps more intentionally. So until then, she just got her cheeks clapped, her legs spread, you know, public toilet, all that. I had a lot of first dates that never went anywhere. Talked to some sketchy or flaky men and met a few nice guys who I just didn't feel a spark with. Wow! What a coincidence, eh guys? She met the sketchy and flaky men that were pumping and dumping her, that were breaking her back, that were putting their DNA in her mouth, and then she met a few nice guys that I just don't feel the spark with. This whole thing is just one stereotype after the other. There's a reason why these stereotypes exist. There's a reason why you should trust them. I continue. I was starting to feel discouraged. Oh no! However, I stuck with it. Have a fighter, gentlemen. Although online dating often sucks and is a lot of work, all that time spent was worth it for me in the end. I actually met an amazing guy. After 2 months of great dates, he became my boyfriend. Officially, and I think things are going super well. Don't give up. I know it is rough out there, but keep going on those dates. There are some good ones. Yeah, but you don't feel the spark with them, right? We have a stupid smiling emoji here. The emoji is not to blame. Sorry for the emoji. You're not to blame. It's just what is this crap, man? Oh, it's rough out there. The only thing rough is Chad's banana penetrating you all throughout. After a lot of red flag men in my life, you don't say, I learned to be a lot more selective in who I choose to spend time with. I didn't want to waste my time anymore. So these were my rules of online dating. Take it or leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm actually gonna leave it even if you hold me at gunpoint. But anyway, let's read, gentlemen. There are 8, okay? This is the new 12... What was the Jordan Peterson book? 12 rules for life, right? Well, this is your 8 rules for dating by this woman. Why should we consider her? Well, because she has had her cheeks clapped by the whole society. Everybody has went through her. She's a public toilet. She's the town bicycle. And that somehow equates into a lot of wisdom, apparently. We should guess. Anyways, guys, without further ado, weed out a lot of men based on their initial profile and don't match with people who are clearly not looking for a relationship, just like I did for the past 20 years, you forgot to mention, if that is what you want. It's true that if that is what you want is important here, because this is what I'm telling you guys. These women don't want a serious relationship, no matter how much they say they do. Look at their actions. Are they getting pumped and dumped by all the chads? Yes. Well, then they don't want a serious relationship. They should not be wifed up. They should not be in relationships. They don't deserve 5 minutes of your time after you fill them up like a turkey for Thanksgiving. All right, they don't deserve it and they don't want it. For me, they needed good pics, shared interest, a decent bio, effort in their profile, interest in a relationship, and no overtly S3 images or responses. Ain't nobody got time for that. As Socrates said. Don't chat for too long before setting up a first meet. I will suggest 1 or 2 days chatting to make sure there are no glaring red flags and they seem like someone you would want to meet. I've waited too long before, only to find out it was a catfish situation. Just meet them before you invest too much time on someone you aren't attracted to. 3. Do not bail on the first meet if you can help it. Even if you don't feel like it, just commit and follow through. It is a turn-off when people bail, and guys often lose interest if you do. And honestly, I do too if they bail. Communicate the day of the date to avoid ghosting. Right, 4th one. Make the first date location somewhere you feel safe and that is convenient for you. Oh, you feel safe. Guys, I'm so tired of women always speaking about, oh, I gotta feel safe. Which, look, I get that society is dangerous. I really do get it. For women as well. I understand. But these women, guys, they have no problem hooking up with people they don't even know. These women are hooking up with some guy they met at a club at 4 a.m. in the morning. And they don't have a problem with going to his apartment if he is attractive enough. But when it comes to date, oh no, I have to feel safe. I have to feel comfortable. You don't get to feel comfortable. You don't get to have a double standard, alright? You either always prioritize safety or you never do. Stop playing this double-edged game. Screw you, man. It should be something public, cheap and easy to end quickly if you need it to. Think coffee or a beer at a brewery. Guys will appreciate this too. There is no point in investing a lot of time or money on a first date, but he should be able to afford to buy you 1 drink. If you are vibing, you can suggest 1 more. Yeah, it's free. I mean, suggest however many you want. Getting some food or extending the date in some way. Yeah, just whatever you can get, you know, food, drinks, you know, buy me a new car, whatever comes our way. If you aren't interested, you can say thanks and peace out. Very convenient, right? You just go there like a free buffet, just say, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. Don't like it anymore, bye. Get out of here. After the date, be honest about how you feel. Do you want to see them again? If not, say sorry, I wasn't feeling it and move on to the next. Don't ghost. Oh, so empathetic after going on a free meal. So empathetic. 6. Trust your gut. Your intuition goes a long way. If something felt off, trust yourself. Yeah, your intuition goes a long way, which is why I have been unsuccessfully dating for over 2 decades. It all makes sense, wouldn't you see, guys? Be smart, be safe. Don't send personal info, sexy pics, or be pressured to do anything you don't want to do. If this happens, screenshot, block, report. Alright, take it easy. 8. This is the last one, guys. This is sadly the last piece of advice we're gonna get from this wise individual. Once you start to chat with someone, be consistent with messaging them. It can be overwhelming talking to too many guys at once. I picked about 2 to respond to at a time. So this woman, guys, has to prioritize her agenda, make it all structured, because as an average woman, even though she's a happy and maybe a 4 out of 10, she has like thousands of freaking options, and you know, it's very hard to be a woman nowadays. Dating 4 women, guys, is just so hard, very hard. If I met a match and I was not interested, I will let them know and start talking to another one in my inbox. You see, guys, it's just so hard being a woman. You see someone you don't like and you have to make all the effort of pressing 1 or 2 buttons to move on to another text of the thousands of guys that you have in your inbox. It's so hard. If I tried to talk to too many matches at once, I will become overwhelmed and disappear on them. I realized that I could only focus on maintaining 1 or 2 convos at a time. You see, guys, again, it's so hard being a woman. You have so many options that it becomes a problem. This is like people who whine about having too much money, that they don't know what to spend it on. You know, meanwhile, there are people passing away because they don't have money to buy a bread. This is the dating of what am I even saying? This is the dating situation of men and women. For women, guys, the whole game is just select a good one. That's it. That's all they have to do, and they still fail miserably. Men, you suck so much. You just suck so much at it. Meanwhile, we men out here, we have to settle for 1 or 2 girls that may or may not be interested in like a 6-month period. You know? It freaking sucks. Hope that helps some of you. It won't help literally none of us. Please share any other advice you may have too. My advice, don't be single until 40, living like a professional stitude. This list worked for me. No, we can see. But I am sure there are lots of other things that can be added. You got this peeps heart emoji. Best of luck out there. My hell, guys. First off, who is the moron? The moron that got in a relationship with this woman. I really do hope it's someone using her for his own benefit. If you are seriously dating this woman, let me tell you, you are in a world of trouble. Brace yourself for a world of pain, my dude. But you deserve it because you're a moron. Anyway, guys, we'll close it off here. I want you to remember this, right? This is the story, guys, that over 90% of women above age 30 have, alright? If a woman hasn't settled up until her early 30s, this is what she's doing, alright? She's not being a virgin waiting for the right man. No, she is going through situationships and all these chads and all this S3X with strangers, alright? And then, oh, now I want to settle because I'm not so attractive anymore. I'm aging like milk. Men don't pay me enough attention anymore. So now I want a better that is going to pay my bills and be a support emotional pillow that I can cry on each night. Don't do it, guys. They come with terrible attitudes. They come with this terrible behavior from all the baggage that they're carrying, all right? I mean, guys, I don't need to explain it to you, You already know it well enough, I'm sure. But let me just say one story, guys. We'll finish with a story. Gather around the fire, boys. I'm gonna share a story. It's a stupid example, but at the same time, it's a really, really great analogy. So I went to this shop, right? And you had 2 chocolate bars. They were the same brand, same chocolate. They just come in different sizes. So you have, let's say, a 5-inch chocolate bar that costs $1. And then you have, let's say, a 10-inch chocolate bar that costs $1.50, let's say, right? So that's it. It's the same brand. You just have 2 different sizes. If you want more chocolate, you pay a bit more. If you want less chocolate, you pay a bit less, right? So at the time I went, there was a promotion on the large chocolate bar and not on the short one. So in the end, right, when I went, you had 5 inches of a chocolate bar that cost $1, and then you had 10 inches of a chocolate bar that cost less than $1 because it was, you know, with a promotion. So I laughed, right, and I said to my friend, bro, who will be so dumb to pay more money to get less chocolate, right? Because when the promotion is gone, it makes sense. You want more chocolate, you pay more. But with the promotion on the larger chocolate, it didn't make sense. You had more product for less money, right? So who in his sane mind will pay more money to have less chocolate? Well, that's what I'm asking, guys. Who in his freaking sane mind will tolerate one of these 40-year-old harpies that come with a lot of baggage? They come with statistically higher likelihood of divorcing you. They come with probably a couple STDs for good measure. They come with all this trauma, with all this baggage, with this insufferable attitude. They come with all these problems. A lot of the times they come with the divorces in hand, the kids from multiple fathers, all right? They come with all of that. And not only that, but you don't actually get rewarded for putting up with one of those witches. No, you actually have to put in more effort than you would have to when they were younger and more attractive and more fertile and more fit and more pleasant. You have to put in more effort because, oh, now they know better. Now their standards have increased. Now they know what they want. Oh, I won't settle for what I did settle for 20 years when the whole neighborhood was pumping and dumping me. Now I know what I want. Get out of here, man. Who in his sane mind will consider these women for anything serious? But anyway, gentlemen, that was it. My throat is just so dry right now. Had a very bad time reading this article, thinking about these women. So I'm gonna go chug on like 2 liters of water, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for joining.